How serious are extortion charges in Okmulgee County? Extortion charges are one of the most serious property crimes in Oklahoma. Unlike ordinary theft offenses, extortion involves allegations that a person obtained money, property, or some other benefit through threats, intimidation, fear, or coercion. Because these cases often involve allegations of threats, blackmail, or attempts to force another person to act against their will, prosecutors and judges frequently treat extortion charges very seriously. If you are charged with extortion in Okmulgee County, you could be facing a felony conviction, possible imprisonment, substantial fines, and a permanent criminal record that can affect your employment, professional licenses, and future opportunities. What is extortion under Oklahoma law? Oklahoma law defines extortion as obtaining property from another person with that person's consent when the consent is via the wrongful use of force, fear, threats, or under color of official right. In other words, the alleged victim may technically agree to provide money or property, but the state claims that agreement was obtained through intimidation or threats. Common allegations that may lead to extortion charges include threatening to accuse someone of a crime unless money is paid, threatening to expose embarrassing or private information, threatening harm to a person, family member, or property, attempting to force someone to transfer property or sign documents through intimidation, demanding money in exchange for not revealing damaging information. Is extortion a felony? In most situations, yes. Oklahoma law classifies extortion as a felony offense. Recent Oklahoma statutes classify extortion as a Class D1 felony, while attempted extortion is generally a lower-level felony offense. Historically, Oklahoma law provided for imprisonment of up to 5 years for a completed extortion offense and up to 2 years for attempted extortion. A felony conviction can result in incarceration, significant fines, court costs and restitution, loss of certain civil rights, difficulty obtaining employment or housing, and enhanced punishment for future criminal convictions. What about blackmail? Many people use the terms extortion and blackmail interchangeably. Under Oklahoma law, blackmail is a separate offense and is generally a felony. Blackmail often involves threats to reveal information, accuse someone of wrongdoing, or expose secrets in order to obtain money, property, or some other advantage. Oklahoma law classifies blackmail as a Class D1 felony and permits substantial fines in addition to imprisonment. How do prosecutors prove extortion? The state must prove each element of the offense beyond a reasonable doubt. In many extortion cases, prosecutors rely upon text messages, emails, social media communications, recorded phone calls, witness testimony, financial records, and written demands or threats. Because many extortion allegations involve private communications between two individuals, credibility often becomes a major issue in court. The exact wording of messages and the surrounding circumstances can be critical to the defense. Are there defenses to extortion charges? Yes, every case is different, but possible defenses may include the alleged threat never occurred, the statements were misunderstood, the defendant lacked criminal intent, the property was not obtained through force or fear, false accusations by the complaining witness, insufficient evidence connecting the defendant to the alleged conduct, constitutional violations during the investigation. In some situations, communications that appear threatening when viewed in isolation may have an entirely different meaning when considered in context. Contact an Okmulgee County criminal defense attorney. Extortion charges should never be taken lightly. Because these offenses are generally felonies, a conviction can have life-changing consequences. Early intervention by an experienced criminal defense attorney may help preserve evidence, identify weaknesses in the state's case, and protect your constitutional rights. For a free consultation with a criminal defense attorney at Kania Law, Okmulgee Lawyers, call 918-621-8083.